I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. You know, I mean, I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. Yeah, I mean, so credit to them.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, I mean, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker room. You could feel it out there in pregame warm-up. The energy of this stadium, just the environment. We were able to just to feed off that, and yeah, our confidence grew as the game went. And even when we had adversities, we believed in each other. Offense believed in defense, making a play, getting us out of bad positions, and vice versa. And it was just great complementary football.
Really good pass rush team. You know, I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. You know, I mean, I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. Yeah, I mean, so credit to them.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, I mean, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker room. You could feel it out there in pregame warm-up. The energy of this stadium, just the environment. We were able to just to feed off that, and yeah, our confidence grew as the game went. And even when we had adversities, we believed in each other. Offense believed in defense, making a play, getting us out of bad positions, and vice versa. And it was just great complementary football.
Really good pass rush team. You know, I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. You know, I mean, I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. Yeah, I mean, so credit to them.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, I mean, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker room. You could feel it out there in pregame warm-up. The energy of this stadium, just the environment. We were able to just to feed off that, and yeah, our confidence grew as the game went. And even when we had adversities, we believed in each other. Offense believed in defense, making a play, getting us out of bad positions, and vice versa. And it was just great complementary football.
Really good pass rush team. You know, I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. You know, I mean, I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. Yeah, I mean, so credit to them.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, I mean, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker room. You could feel it out there in pregame warm-up. The energy of this stadium, just the environment. We were able to just to feed off that, and yeah, our confidence grew as the game went. And even when we had adversities, we believed in each other. Offense believed in defense, making a play, getting us out of bad positions, and vice versa. And it was just great complementary football.
Really good pass rush team. You know, I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. You know, I mean, I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. Yeah, I mean, so credit to them.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, I mean, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker room. You could feel it out there in pregame warm-up. The energy of this stadium, just the environment. We were able to just to feed off that, and yeah, our confidence grew as the game went. And even when we had adversities, we believed in each other. Offense believed in defense, making a play, getting us out of bad positions, and vice versa. And it was just great complementary football.
Really good pass rush team. You know, I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. So credit to them.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker room. You could feel it out there in pregame warm-up. The energy of this stadium, just the environment. We were able to just feed off that, and our confidence grew as the game went. And even when we had adversities, we believed in each other. Offense believed in defense, making a play, getting us out of bad positions, and vice versa. And it was just great complementary football.
Really good pass rush team. I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. So credit to them.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker.
What's up with you guys? It is your boy. Y'all know who it is, man. I ain't even going to introduce myself today, man, because I think y'all know me, man. I think we kind of know each other. I think we kind of related. We kind of Cowboys cousins or family related. What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all this morning, man? How you feeling? Did you guys wake up? Was your chest a little bigger this morning? I need to know, man. I need to know. Was your chest a little bigger this morning? Did it poke out a little further this morning? Hey, man. Y'all already know what it is. It is your boy, West Coast. We are live on Dallas Cowboys Scouting, Facebook, and YouTube. So shout out to everybody over there on YouTube, too. What's up with you, Random Gamer? What's up with you, Antonio? Brian Yates, Sonia, how y'all doing over there on YouTube? Hey, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. D-Money, what up? I got a bunch of scouts in the house. What up with you? How about them Cowboys? Feeling great. What's up, West Coast? Ryan, who's next? Good Friday. I heard that the next wide receiver step up. Hey, I'm just reading random comments right now. But yo, man, last night's game was absolutely phenomenal. Cowboys got the win. You guys already know, man. There was supposed to be like 15, 16 haters that was supposed to be meeting me on my feed this morning at 9 o'clock. But I only got 6, 7 people on the YouTube. And obviously that lets me know it's only Cowboy fans. Because they not here, so I guess we'll give them haters about, haters are usually late in the morning. I wouldn't be on time to get my butt roasted. You know what I'm saying? So they probably a little late this morning, so we'll give them a little bit of time. But hey, before I get into it, man, we had the raffle last night. I'm gonna do the YouTube. For everybody that went over to the YouTube, I got your hat right here with all the raffles in it going off on the beanie right here. We giving this away. It's the beanie for that raffle right there. Got that in the Star Status hat. Make sure you guys share. And then also we got the Dallas Cowboys Scouted, the giveaway for the scouts. I appreciate all my scouts who have been holding me down. Before I even talk to you about this victory, I want to get some away, man. I'm feeling good this morning. So for my scouts who have already went over to Patreon and have already decided to support Dallas Cowboys Scouting, each one of your names are in this hat right here, as you can see. I don't want to tip it over because I don't want it to fall. But I got E. Cush in here. I got OG Bobby Johnson in here. I got D Money in here. I got the Bishop in here. I got E. Cush in here. I got Carrie in here. I got Miss Christian in here. I got Star Breezy. What's up with you, Star Breezy? Hey, your boy Noah Brown got another catch. Hey, we got them up in here too. So hey, I got everybody up here. I got Oates up in here. So yo, I'm about to do this raffle real quick. Do this raffle. I should have my son come pick it up. Hold up, give me 2 seconds. Hey, get your share on real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Let me share. Hey, look at my son, so to be honest. TJ, come here real quick, Papa. Hey, get your share on. Make sure everybody get your share on. Make sure you get your share on. As soon as my son get out here, we're going to get some away. But hey, yo, Last night's game was ridiculous. Come here, Papa. Come here, Papa. All right, so let's give away the first thing, man. What's up, man, to the scouts, man? I'm going to give everybody else, I'm going to give this beanie away to the YouTube, for everybody who went and subscribed to the YouTube. So I appreciate you guys for that. Remember that competition added last night. But I got y'all names right here in the box, too. I mean, in the hat, too. But my son about to pull, this is for the scouts, man. So let's pull this out. Let's see what it is. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is for the scouts. This is an autograph, Allen Hurns. I got Michael Jeezy right there. I got Allen Hurns right there. I got Michael Jeezy on there. And unfortunately, I do got Bo Scarborough. It is what it is. Hopefully, he'll come back to the team. But, hey, whatever. I got Michael Gallup on here. I got Michael Gallup, Allen Hurns, and Bo Scarborough here. So what's up? Let's pull a ticket. Come over, baby. All right, let me make it bigger so you can see. Because he up here trying to fit inside the little square. All right, Bubba, there you go. All right, pull one. Pull one. Wait, let me shake it up. Shake it up. All right, now pull one. Go. You got one? All right, who is it? There it is. I'm not even going to read it out. If that's your name, my scout, let's see who it is. Who is that? That's Kerry. Hey, what up with you, Kerry? Kerry, send me your address, brother, because you just won an autograph helmet, mini helmet. It got Bo Scarborough on there. It got Allen Hurns on there. And it got Michael Gallup. I got this autograph and signed with my own blood, sweat, and tears. This is going to be coming straight to you, brought to you by Dallas Cowboys Scouting, and I appreciate you for supporting Dallas Cowboys Scouting. For everybody else who was in the pot, who didn't win, I apologize for that, but now I'm going to dump your name into this next hat. Why? Because you guys all did subscribe, so you get one more chance to win. Here we go. And my son can't read, so I mean he can read. We working on it, but he can't read, so he don't know what he picking. All right, so congratulations. Hey, it was Kerry with a K. OG, you know the Kerry that wears hats like this. If you a scout and wear your hats like this, you want an autograph helmet. All right, go ahead. This is for the YouTube. Let's go. Bubba, pay attention. All right, go ahead and give me one pull. This is for the YouTube. Signing up on the YouTube. You pull one. All right, who is that? You know what does that start? What letters does that start with? B. B. See, my son do know how to read. Don't you ever disrespect my son, man. He do know how to read. All right, there you go. Bishop, you already know who you are, Bishop. My OG Bishop, you just won a Dallas Cowboys beanie valued at $29. OG, I'm not gonna lie, your head is very round, but I'm sure it'll fit. Okay, because it say all sizes. It's all sizes fit. Even though your head is very round, OG, I do believe you will be able to fit in his. So hey, OG, so Bishop, that's Douglas. You already know that's my scout Douglas. I think I had 2 scouts win this morning. Scout Douglas, make sure you inbox me give me your address so I can get you your beanie out. And Scout Kerry, get me your Scout Kerry, get me your address so I can get yours over there. Hey, I'll give these away all the time out for subscribers and stuff like this. But anything autograph, like autograph jerseys and stuff like that, you got to be a scout. You got to go over to that Patreon account and get yourself dialed in so we can get you going. All right, go. Thank you for taking my show. Appreciate you. So, yo, Bishop. So can I get the Bishop and also the Bishop and who won? So Bishop, you won the autograph helmet. Salute to you. Oh, I got 2. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So salute to the Bishop for winning the helmet, and then also salute to Kerry. I mean Kerry, you guys know what you won. I got it in the feed, but we'll get on. We'll talk about that later. But shout out to the winners. We on winner. Somebody want to? Oh, who won this? Kerry, you won. Bishop, you won it. One of y'all. My mind's everywhere. But yo, we got these 2 giveaways. Inbox me, and I got you, and I'll put those in the mail today. All right, I'll put those in the mail today. All right, Kerry, you won a autograph helmet. Bishop, you won a beanie. All right, that worked out perfect because Kerry don't wear beanies; he wear hats. And Bishop, you know, the Bishop, you know what I'm saying? He real holy and stuff, so it'll be good for his head. But yo, man, hey man, did somebody? Hey, my wife said don't. My wife looked at me this morning, and she just looked at me with that face, and she looked at me with this endearing face, and she told me, "Be the bigger cowboy. Don't be petty." I said, "Oh my God, why would you think that I would do something? So why would I be petty?" My wife said, "When you go live, be nice. Don't be petty." Hey, sorry about that. For whatever reason, my audio is tripping on that one. So let me try to see if I can fix that one. But I apologize for that. Let me see if I can go back and fix that one in a minute. But all right, there we go. So I got audio on this. Okay, I got audio on this scene. Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. So yeah, like I was saying, I was trying to show y'all some stats real quick of what actually happened, everything that took place last night. And what you saw take place last night was the simple fact that the New Orleans Saints offense did not travel. I was telling you guys a story of how my wife told me not to be petty this morning, and I was trying my best not to be petty this morning. But for whatever reason, for the life of me, I keep seeing this situation of the Saints being down by the airport, getting all their luggage ready, and literally going out there and not having forgot to pack their offense. Because as you can see, they was at the tarmac, had all their luggage out there, had everything that they thought they was bringing, and Drew Brees literally forgot to pack his offense because they came to Dallas, and when they got to Dallas, just like West Coast and these scouts told y'all, these boys didn't even get to 19 points. Let's just kind of go into what our defense did to them last night. First off, week 13, man, they scored 10 points, which was the fewest in their entire season. Their total yards was 176 yards, the fewest in the entire season. Passing yards, wow, 111 yards, fewest of all season. What was the difference between all these other teams that they played and the Dallas Cowboys team that they played last year? What was the difference? What do you guys think was the difference? I think it was them Hot Boys, man. Let's just start it off, man. Right out the gate, man, the Saints were not comfortable the entire game. They started off the game 0 for 5 on third down. Now, you're going to tell me you're 0 for 5 on third down. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose that game. The Hot Boys absolutely dismantled this team. I want to give a shout out to Jason Garrett and to this coaching staff because the coaching staff did a phenomenal job of getting these boys ready for this game. They knew exactly where A Kamara was going to be at every and any time during this game, and the Dallas Cowboys did a phenomenal job of staying in front of him, stepping up. Now think of this, right? Time of possession. The Dallas Cowboys had the ball 37 minutes. The Saints had it 27 minutes. Also, this is a power stats. The Dallas Cowboys had the ball 11 minutes in the fourth quarter. So remember I used to tell you guys, like, the fourth quarter was kind of like our kryptonite. That was kind of like the area where we would our biggest downfall. And what did I tell you guys? What's the number one way to avoid that? Don't give them the ball. Don't allow them to have the ball in the fourth quarter. Guess what? They had the ball 4 times in the second half. 3 times in the second half. They had it twice. They had it twice in the third quarter, and at the end of the game in the fourth. Now I know everybody's gonna say, you know, Dak Prescott shouldn't have fumbled. Da 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 da. We'll get to all that. But what's most important is this. Going to this game, we knew our offense was going to struggle. Like, I'm just being real. Our offense has struggled. So that doesn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even what we've been preaching all week. What we've been preaching all week is our defense can go out here and set the tones. Because guess what? It doesn't matter how many points we score. We can score 13, 14 points all day. As long as you don't score 10 points. As long as you don't have score 13, 14 points. And I'm not saying that the Dallas Cowboy defense is going to be able to do this every single game. But I'm going to be honest with you. They were able to do it last night, and it was effective. Drew Brees was all over the place. He was not comfortable. Something that the Dallas Cowboys did that was phenomenal. And their adjustments, just in their ability to see something and react and adjust to it. They came into this game knowing that Alvin Kamara was a beast. And that Alvin Kamara was the focal point of their offense. I said this a bunch of times. Drew Brees is a great quarterback. Michael Thomas is a good wide receiver. He ain't elite, though. We've been preaching for a long time that Amari Cooper was the best wide receiver on the field last night. Well, that's what we've been in that show. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because big players make big plays and big decisions. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys went to Amari Cooper on 2 third downs. Guess what? He converted them both. Just like last week in that Washington game. So if you guys are wondering why the Cowboys are so much better on third down, why? Because our playbook is more open on third down because we know we have someone we can throw the ball to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. Ryan said they should have only had a field goal. You're absolutely right. Think of this too. We had 13 points, but think of this. You had the missed touchdown to Michael Gallup that was wide open. I'm not making no excuses for Dak Prescott. You guys know I'm one of the biggest, I'm not going to say critiquers. I'm not critique. I just watch film and repeat what I see. But I'm pretty one of the most honest people I say about Dak Prescott. And I think on that play, because you got to think, when he fumbled on that play when he overthrew Gallup, he literally, the play before that had just ran for 11 yards. So what I think honestly happened is Dak needed on that play to just calm himself down. Because I just kind of think what happened is on that play, I think his body and his emotions and everything was his adrenaline was just pumping. And then you have a wide open Gallup flowing down, and I just think he just put too much air on it. Like he just literally just put too much air up on it. You know what I'm saying? So think of this. If you take away that push-off touchdown that the Saints have, that's 3 points they scored. Now, we know for a fact we could have scored again when we were on the 1 yard line. So think about that. Don't get mad about the 13 points because we could have scored 20. Like, we could have scored 20. We really could have scored 20 because we were on the 1 yard line. And we victory formationed it. 3 times. So your Cowboys could have scored. This could have been a 20 to 10 game. And then think about this. He misthrows the ball to Michael Gallup. That's 7 points. This should have been a blowout. This easily could have been a blowout. The Saints came into Dallas and did not understand what happened to them. They left this field, they left AT&T Stadium with a bitter, nasty taste in their mouth, not really knowing who they are with a team. And I'm going to be honest with you, the Dallas Cowboys also helped the NFL. You want to know why? Because now there is a recipe on how to beat these dudes. Let's just be 100. There's a recipe. What was the recipe? Contain Kamara. Cowboys did a phenomenal job by doing something I haven't seen no team really do. And that is they committed a cornerback to a running back. Why? Because they treated Kamara like he was a wide receiver. They didn't treat him like he was a running back and put LVE on him or put a linebacker on him all game. They literally put a cornerback on Kamara. And guess what? All that dump-off pass, all that crap got shut down. All that stuff got shut down. All of that got shut down. Michael Thomas, I told y'all, man, that dude's average, bruh. He's an average wide receiver. Who wouldn't be great if you're catching 83% of Drew Brees' passes? Like, come on, bruh. Like, if you put me out there, I'll be halfway decent. I got the messed up ACL, I ain't gonna lie. But you'll be halfway decent. As long as you ain't playing against them hot boys. So, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the adjustments that the Cowboys did, and I'm just like, this was a game where we beat them on the field. Not only did we beat them on the field, but we also beat them in the preparation. So guess what, yo? Y'all need to give Jason Garrett his due respect, man. Real quick, before we go into this last point, I want y'all to hear these interviews real quick. Dak Prescott, what he had to say, Ezekiel Elliott, what he had to say, and then final, Drew Brees, what he had to say.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker room. You could feel it out there in pregame warm-up. The energy of this stadium, just the environment. We were able to just to feed off that, and our confidence grew as the game went. And even when we had adversities, we believed in each other. Offense believed in defense, making a play, getting us out of bad positions, and vice versa. And it was just great complementary football.
Really good pass rush team. I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. So credit to them.
The way we've been winning some of these games lately, even close games, when you come into a game like this playing, a team that's on a 10-game winning streak, you have to have that confidence. And we came out early. You could just feel it within the locker room. You could feel it out there in pregame warm-up. The energy of this stadium, just the environment. We were able to just to feed off that, and our confidence grew as the game went. And even when we had adversities, we believed in each other. Offense believed in defense, making a play, getting us out of bad positions, and vice versa. And it was just great complementary football.
Really good pass rush team. I felt like we didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing. So credit to them.
Man, so y'all heard Drew Brees. I let that play twice because sometimes sometimes it doesn't. You guys don't get to hear the full totality of it, so everything. So that's like my word I like saying. My little Kuye word I be saying. Hey man, for everybody that's on YouTube, for everybody that's on Facebook right now, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please go over to the YouTube, Dallas Cowboys Scouting on YouTube. Type in Dallas Cowboys Scouting. It's usually a little bit more cracking than what it is because I usually have a bunch of haters in there, but for whatever reason, I had an appointment with like 5 haters this morning. They were supposed to talk about the game, but it's skin 30 now and ain't nobody here, so I guess they're not showing up. I'm just gonna assume they're not gonna show up. That's pretty unprofessional. If you say you're gonna show up to somewhere to hate on somebody, you should at least show up or inbox me and let me know you're not gonna be able to make it. Dang haters. Hey, man, let's go over these stats real quick. Drew Brees, 18 for 28, 127 yards, 1 TD, and 1 interception. What did he say? Drew Brees said in that interview, what did he say right now? He just said, they really didn't have any time all game. We didn't the Hot Boys brought it all game. All game. Rushing yards, 11 for 36. Mark Ingram. Someone told me Mark Ingram was going to be the difference in this game. Well, he had 7 carries for 27 yards. Michael Thomas, 5 receptions, 8 targets. 8 targets. So he had 8 targets. He caught 5 of them for 40 yards. Your DBs stepped up. My defensive award today, obviously, I want to give it to LVE because he's just LVE. He does everything he's supposed to do. But honestly, I'm not giving it to LVE. I'm actually giving it to Jordan Lewis, man, because Jordan Lewis honestly balled out. And I'm actually kind of vacillating between Jordan Lewis and Anthony Brown because I know that Jordan Lewis had more splash plays, but Anthony Brown balled. And as an avid guy, and I'm going to be honest with you, I do too many live videos for me to ever be like, I never said that. So I can just admit when I do say something. Like, Anthony Brown, salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Because there was once a time that, and I can't even say that, yeah, I can. There was once a time that you just weren't a good DB, in my opinion, bro. Like, you just were not a good DB. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. You, like Dak Prescott, have gotten better. Like, you have gotten better. So I salute. I mean, you seen Jordan Lewis. You know, you saw Jordan Lewis with the interception. But y'all got to remember Anthony Brown with the sack and the 2 deflections. Like, AB was balling. I still don't understand why they put Jordan Lewis on the offensive side of the ball and you have Lance Lenore standing right there beside him. But I'm not going to bring up anything like that because that's going to irritate me. But I do want to know, why do you have Lance Lenore active if you have Cole Beasley bringing the punts back and Jordan Lewis doing the jet sweeps? I don't get that. And then on one play, they didn't even do a jet sweep. They just literally had him run a route. And then on the first time that he came in, see, that's why I said I didn't want to talk about it, Jordan Lewis did not know where he was supposed to be. And you knew he didn't know where he was supposed to be because Jason Garrett pretty much said that when he said, get the F. Like, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this, like, stop getting willy-nilly and all fancy-shancy. Like, go out there and play football, man. Let the wide receivers be wide receivers. Let the cornerbacks be cornerbacks. Like, you have Lance Lenore on the offense. You have him active. You have him dressed out. Put the ball on the field. I think that was a wasted play, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, we ended up getting, like, no yards on the play. You know what I'm saying? So, as much as I love what Jordan Lewis is doing on the defensive side of the ball, I think we need to just pump our brakes with that all on the offense stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got Noah Brown over there. You got Lance Lenore over there. Like, yo, use those guys. Use those guys. I want Jordan Lewis to be fresh on the field so that he can do what he's been doing, man. So let's look at these stats. Drew Brees, 18 for 28, 127 yards. Wow. I know he was frustrated. Eli Apple got targeted 4 times. Guess what? He gave up 3 receptions and a pass interference on 4 targets. I like that simply because the Dallas Cowboys knew Eli Apple. They surveyed this entire defense, and they found people that they felt that they could have matchups. And guess what? They took them. That's next level football. Like, that's next level. What you guys saw us doing against Eli Apple in that first half was next level football. That was a coach and a quarterback sitting down and seeing where the possibilities to strike were and was taking them. Every time that Dak Prescott, at least every time I saw him, every time that he saw that he had single man with the safety high on the opposite side, he took it. And I love that. Why? That's next level. I want to score football. We just need to fix our goal. Like, honestly, we just really need to fix our freaking our red zone efficiency, which is 100% on the coach, because our play calling out there is it's just not good. It's just not good in and around the red zone. I mean, people say, oh, well, you only got a couple more little areas to go, but we have to become more creative in and around the red zone. Because that is really our biggest Achilles heel right now, is in the red zone, because getting there is not a problem. Your Cowboys can get to the red zone. We have no problem getting to the red zone. Our problem is getting in the red zone. Also, shout out to Money Mayor for making his field goals last night, man. Only thing we can ask is for you to do your job, and you did it. So salute to you. Good job on that last night. Sean Payton. Jason Garrett, you won last night. Why? Because you outcoached Sean Payton. You actually had Sean Payton so scared of your defense that he went for it on 4th and 1 on the goal line. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they were down by 7. You know what I'm saying? Think of this. They ended up losing by a field goal. A field goal that they chose not to take in the first half. Why? Because Sean Payton was afraid of those hot boys. He knew he had to score. This is an offense that scores 37 points in a game. Remember, they dropped 48 points on Philly. They dropped 41 points on Washington. And they were so scared in the first half that they went for it on 4th and goal. And guess what? They didn't get it. They did not get it. Yeah. Hey, Jason Garrett, man, I'm going to tell y'all, man, if we ain't talking about replacing Jason, if we're not talking about cutting Dak Prescott and getting a new quarterback, I don't want to hear nobody's mouth about my coach, man. I'm just serious with you. I don't want to hear it. You know, you want to talk about the offensive coordinator? We have a whole nother story about that. You know what I'm saying? Because some of that play calling was suspect. But I know that Jason Garrett does not call plays. So if you're talking to me about what Jason Garrett did in this game, Jason Garrett, salute to you, brother. You called a good game last night. You had your team prepared and ready for this game. This game right here makes me feel that my coach can get his team ready for big games. So guess what? Guess what, Jason Garrett? Now we've seen it. Now we can expect it from you. See, now I can expect you to get these guys ready for big games because now I've seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen you prepare a team for a big game. So guess what? We got to do now. Coaching is about doing this every single week. Every single week is a big game. We have to be able to manufacture that same energy. And that's where Jason Garrett comes in. Let's see if he's able to manufacture that same energy against these Eagles. And I'm gonna be honest with you, in all fairness, I'm gonna do this game I'm gonna do that Eagles game the exact same way I did this Saints game, because it was on a Thursday. I mean, not a Thursday, that Washington game last week. I'm gonna do this game the exact same way I did Washington. I'm gonna be happy today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm watching all film on the Philadelphia Eagles. All film. I'm gonna kick it with this game for a day. I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw what the scouts did last week and how we did it. The recipe says this. The recipe says West Coast, focus on the win for a day, and then focus all the rest of your team or your attention on beating the next team. And guess what happens? You'll be on live telling 1,000 scouts that don't trip, we about to beat these boys, while the whole world is telling you we don't believe you. Hey, man, Michael Gallup looked good last night. Michael Gallup looked good last night. And one thing I like about Michael Gallup is that he has a big brother on the team. He has someone on the team that can big brother him and show him what right is. That's what I like about Michael Gallup's situation. Is he has someone on the team that can pull him to the side and be like, little bro, do it like this. Do it like that. That's what I like. Also, I love Amari Cooper. You want to know why? Because when Amari Cooper put that ball on the ground, did you see how he handled it? Did you see how he handled it? There was no sobbing. There was no moping. There was no on the sideline. There was none of that. There was a man getting up off the ground, going to the sidelines, apologizing to his teammates, and going out there and making plays. That's what you saw. That's what you saw. You want to know why? Because even Amari Cooper knew that his defense could get the ball back. Now, Dallas Cowboys, man, we have another big fake coming up this week against them Eagles, and guess what? West Coast will be in the building. I will be live in Philadelphia at the Dallas Cowboys versus Philadelphia Eagles game. I will be there. So if you're trying to join West Coast and you need tickets, you're in the Dallas area, make sure you hit my inbox because my Uncle Barry got we got a couple tickets and stuff available for purchase if you want to come out and watch your game, watch your Cowboys with West Coast this Sunday as we take on the Philadelphia Eagles to end their season and claim the NFC East. Hey, let me get over here to the YouTube. What's up with you, Miss Verpy? How you doing? Red zone needs to work in true. Yep, you're absolutely right. Lachey says now the whole league knows how the defense can stop the Saints. Absolutely. And guess what? The Saints season is going to get a little bit harder now because now teams, there's a recipe out on how to beat them. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Now the Dallas Cowboys understand that, yo, if we use that same recipe against the Saints, why won't it work against a team that doesn't score nearly as much as them? Nearly. Philadelphia doesn't score nearly as much points as the New Orleans Saints. And their defense not nearly as good. You want to know why? Because Saints went out there and put 48 points on them boys. So if you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan, go eat some crap. Because we coming for you next week. Yeah, it's getting ugly, man. It's getting real ugly out here, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah. 2 situations, man. Sean Payton, you made some dumb calls last night. The first dumb call was on the 4th and 1. You should have took the field goal. Why? Because you ended up losing by a field goal. And then also, shout out to Sean Play for the free play, man. Like, Sean Payton, you literally gave us a free play when you called a timeout on 2 minutes and 3 seconds. You literally gave us a free play. You want to know why? Because Dak threw the ball, and guess what? Only a second came, and like 2 seconds came off the clock. So that's why we were able to victory formation all the way through to the second quarter. I mean, to the second 2-minute quarter, to the 2-minute warning. Like, I've never in my life, as watching football, just knowing from Sean Payton, seen him freeze like that. Like, Sean Payton was legitimately nervous last night and was trying to do everything he could to get his team the ball back. And I'm going to tell you what, he couldn't. He could not. I told you guys last week, I told you guys last week in the feeds, I told you guys what's the best way to contain Drew Brees in the 4th quarter, considering we've been giving up 9.5 points. What's the best way? Not give him the ball. Don't even give him the ball. Don't even give him the ball. Well, guess what? They got the ball once in the 4th quarter. The Dallas Cowboys had the ball 11 minutes in the 4th quarter. That is phenomenal. That's phenomenal. That is well-played offense. That's well-played offense. Outside of us not scoring, your offense played well last night. Dak Prescott took all the opportunities that were there. Any shot that was there, he took it. It's the only thing you can ask, man. Like, because you got to think, there was a time where he didn't take it. Man, this was a blowout, man. Like, I'm going to just be honest with you. This was 100% a blowout. People are asking me, oh, and think of this. Your quarterback got sacked 7 times. Your quarterback got sacked 7 times last night. 7 times. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my scout D Money, because that's actually, Sean Payton did do actually 3 stupid things. One, the 4th and 1, that was dumb. That was dumb. He should have kicked the field goal. 2, the second dumb thing he did was the timeout on the 2-minute warning when it was 2 minutes and 3 seconds, because he gave us a free play and he got no time. He had no more timeouts after that. And then thirdly, the misuse of the challenges. Like, for real, like honestly. Like, Sean Payton was really, them hot boys really had him in a place that he ain't never been before. Like, the hot boys literally had Sean Payton out there questioning himself because it wasn't working. This is not a top 5 defense. I'm going to be honest with you, until you prove me otherwise. Your Dallas Cowboys and the hot boys are the best defense in the NFL. Period. We have the best defense in the NFL. Period. You can't score. You can't pass. You can't run. That's my thing. Like, honestly, the only thing that somebody can put over my head is like, okay, the Cowboys got to go on the road or something. But like, if you can't pass, if you can't run, if you can't score, how do you beat the Dallas Cowboys? I want to know. How do you beat the Dallas Cowboys? If you can't run the ball, and you can't pass the ball, and you can't score, how do you beat the Dallas Cowboys? I don't know. I don't know. Because I know people say, well, you can just outscore them. Well, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Because what did we say yesterday? You know what the Cowboys defense is going to do? They're going to chop a giant in half, and they're going to look you in your face. That's what you do to a giant. You chop the legs off and you look them in their face. Because now we the same height. And that's what D-Law said. That's what D-Law was saying. The goal plan for this game is to hit them in the mouth, punch them in the mouth, and see who they are. Saints got punched in the mouth, and they now know they not so big and tough. You're not so big and tough. You know what I'm saying? Your defense, your Dallas Cowboy defense went into Philadelphia. We shut that down. The reigning champs, yeah, we shut that down. Okay? Then we went to Atlanta. Yeah, you know Atlanta? You know Atlanta? Where they average 28 points per game? Yeah, I'm still bringing it up. Yeah, we shut that down. How many points did they get? They get 19. Okay. You know Washington? You know Washington, the one team that had our number? They shut Zeke down to 30 yards. Yeah, we shut that down too. Oh, and then the NFL sent their representative. You know what I'm saying? The NFL got together and made this super team called the Saints and sent them over down to over to AT&T Stadium. The NFL and the Super Friends brought them into Dallas, and what happened, man? They got shut down. Like honestly, if you've ever watched Avengers, you know at the very, very end of the movie, and like all the the best endings in movie is when the bad guys win. Like, that's why I love Avengers so much. Because at the end, like, the Avengers, all these superheroes, at the very end of the movie, what do you see? Black Panther fading away. Captain America fading away. Hey, say hello to the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Hello, my name is West Coast Cowboy, and I am a hot boy, and we're going to be here for a while. So y'all might want to get to know us. You know what I'm saying? Say hello to the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? What do you say? Like, what are they going to say? Like, I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. We'll sack Des Prescott about 7 times. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll sack him. Okay, well, they sacked him 7 times. Okay. This is what we'll do. We'll make him turn the ball over. Okay, you did that, and we still won. Okay. What happens? Yeah, man. And Thanos is on our team. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to tell me in a game where Ezekiel Elliott doesn't single-handedly just take over a game, and we still get the dub? And, guess what? I wrote some notes down. We have 10 days before we play the Philadelphia Eagles. And guess what? We have a couple friends that are coming with us to this next game. This next game, they'll be there. My buddy Sean Lee, yeah, he said he wants to play this next game. So we'll go ahead and let Sean get a chance in there. So you're going to tell me that my backup linebacker is going to be Sean Lee? So you're telling me that when LVE gets tired, Sean Lee is going to come on the field and give him a break? Sean Lee? That can't be good. So you're telling me that my offensive line was Tyron Smith, Connor Williams, Travis Fredericks, Zach Martin, Leo Collins? That was our offensive line last night? Oh! Wait. Tyron Smith didn't play last night? Wait. I didn't jot that down. Let me jot that down. Oh, so you're telling me it was Cam Fleming, Xavier Salafule, Joe Looney, Lyle Collins, Zach Martin at the guard. Hey, say hello to the bad guys, man. We are officially the bad guys of the NFL now. Like, we are officially the hated now. I love it, man. Hey, man. This is a superhero movie, but the bad guy wins in this one, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, everybody in America woke up pissed this morning. Like, all those memes, because I know the meme nation just created thousands and thousands of memes that they're going to have to send to Zimbabwe now. Hey, let's talk about Randy. Oh, yeah, so let me finish talking about the people that's supposed to be playing. So We have 4 people that's supposed to be coming back. We have Sean Lee, Tyron Smith, Tavon Austin, and David Irving, who should all be ready to bump in this Philly game. So, that's my question. So you're telling me we played the NFL's best, gave them our best. They gave us their best. We took the shot, got the win, and we can still get better? So you're saying if we were to play the Saints again ever in life this year in 2018, that there are extra wrinkles that we can add to this game? For my forward thinkers, if you know what I mean. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, just want to make sure. So we got something for that too. All right. Let me get into these comments real quick. Wendy says, Dallas Cowboys defense is the new Darth Vader of the NFL. I'll take it. I mean, we did say we was going to punch somebody in the mouth. And then when they got on the ground, we did say we was going to choke them out. I mean, you can't be a good guy if you're running around here telling people you're going to choke them out, right? Like, you can't be a good guy. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. You can't be a good guy out here talking about you're going to choke people out, man. Say hello to the bad guy, man. Great. My boy Kerry who won the autograph, Michael Gallup and Alan Hearns throwback Dallas Cowboy helmet. I'll be getting that in the mail for you today. He says 4-1. We're 4-1 in the month of November. I will take it. Al says Dallas bad boys. I'll take it. Arnold said was wrong with the refs last night on both sides. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even want to talk about the refs because that last statement you said on both sides is the only thing that matters. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Jalen Smith is probably gonna lose about $15,000. Jalen Smith gonna get a little note in his inbox that say your account has been debited about $8,000 because they're gonna get him for that hand with the helmet head. I'm just happy that they didn't get the team. So as bad as the refereeing was last night, it was bad on both sides. And so that's the only thing I really complain about when it comes to, I don't think I really think about or even care about when it comes to refereeing. If it's bad, as long as it's bad on both sides. If it's bad on both sides, then ain't much I can really say. You know what I'm saying? But if it was good, then you got to be good on both sides. What the NFL is doing is they're putting together like these dream teams of officials where they're taking like this guy who's highly ranked here and this guy who's highly ranked here, and they're putting them together, put these dream teams. What I honestly think they need to do is just come up to, just like they have like they have NFL teams, they need to come up with like NFL or officials teams where you have like there's like 8 guys that do eight guys that do a game. Where you just have guys on a team, a referee team, so they kind of know each other's tendencies. Because if you have a bunch of referees, they all just met each other, like, how do they know to trust what this guy saw or not? I mean, it's just too much. And then most importantly, man, we have 50,000 freaking cameras. Like, integrate a camera as a referee. Like, you can see everything. But then, the real question is, do you really want to see everything? You don't really want to see everything, do you? Do you really want every flag thrown? No, you don't. You don't. You want the flags that are thrown on them to be thrown. So the only thing I can really say, and even when I play ball, the only thing I can say is we will control. We only really talk about stuff that we can control. That's why, to be honest with you, that's why I really never talk about holding penalties. Nah. Unless it was something we did. Like La'el Collins. I ain't going to choke you out, but come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We got to control the stuff we can control. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you guys this. As long as our offense is not able to really convert and put up points, the referees will always be in your life. For real. Like, it's like sharing a car with your ex. She always going to be in your life. You got to get your own car, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. If you're losing, if you're winning close games by 3-4 points, bruh, the referees are going to be involved. The only reason why the referees aren't involved in most other games is because they're getting blown out. You know what I'm saying? So, in close games like these defensive games, man, the referees are always going to be involved. That's just what it is, man. We just need to hope and pray that, guess what? That they make mutual calls on both sides. Because the non-call on Jalen Smith was huge. Because that was a 3rd down, if I'm not mistaken. And that would have been unsportsmanlike conduct. That would have been 15 yards and a free first down. So that's the only thing. If you're telling me they missed every call for the Cowboys and just missed that one, I'll take it. I will 100% take it. Because that play would have changed the entire dynamics of the game. Also talking about some plays that changed the dynamics of the game. My boy Randy Gregory, y'all know that's my family. My little bro played with him for 2 years. Got mad love, always showing me love at training camp. For the 2 years he's been there, always shooting me, helping your boy West Coast with interviews and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, on the punt, he was wrong. Okay, I ain't even about to sugarcoat it. He was wrong. Randy Gregory has to know that we are up. We're not down. Like, we're not down trying to score so that we can win. We're up. So there's really no reason to block the ball. Like, a block punt is so much of an oddity that it's like, it's not worth it in that position. And that's why the defensive coach was like, the special teams coach was like, man, you got to use your head, bro. Like, we understand where you're coming. And like my boy Sin City said, most blocks that you get on a punt return don't come from the ends. The ends are more or less for contain. Most blocks come from the middle. Like, that's why they have the no lunging where you can't like lunge off someone, because most punt blocks, kick blocks, they come from the middle or from that opposite side. So you gotta, like, honestly, like, I get it, Randy. I get it. You were mad because you were held on that sack that you were supposed to get. I get it. But you can't make up for it. You just gotta trust that the eye and sky sees what you was doing, and we all understand what you were doing. You can't be out there making up plays, bro. You just can't do it. Because what happens is you overextend yourself, and what happens, man? You get a dumb penalty. You know what I'm saying? Randy Gregory on that, what I want to see you do is just stand, rush him. Even if you're going to dive, man, land on your player. You know what I'm saying? But you want to really have him adjust the kick. You're not really going for him to block it, because there's just too much, man. There's just too much chance of you on a block kick. If you catch any of his leg, they're throwing it. They're throwing the flag. So I get where he's going. I get where you're going with it, Randy Gregory, and I understand even mentally what you're trying to do. You're trying to make up the play. But you just can't do it, bro. You can't do it. We're up right now. We're up. It's a tight game. Get the ball. Let your offense get the ball. That's the best thing you could have did, is let your offense get the ball. Because we were up. You know what I'm saying? Run the ball and get out the game. On the offsides, I don't know, bruh. I done got like 50,000 screenshots of that play. I'm a biased Cowboy fan, but from what I saw, he didn't look like he was over the line of scrimmage. And if he was over the line of scrimmage, why in the heck did the referee allow the play to go? And why did he not throw the flag until after the play was done? Like, that's the stuff that's the reason why Jason Garrett was so pissed. Like, that's why Jason Garrett was so pissed. He's like, first off, if it was an offside, why didn't you kill the play? They say, okay, we didn't kill the play because he wasn't unabated to the quarterback. Okay, then why you didn't throw the flag before the play? Like, that's why everybody was like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I just, like, I'm not really putting that one on Randy. I'm putting that one more on the ref. But that the punt return, on the punt block, yeah, that's on you, bro. You gotta play smarter than that. You just gotta play smarter than that. So yeah, I kind of put that one on RGZ baby. Yeah, I gotta put that on him. Well, Dakota, he didn't actually trip over him. What happened was the guy Randy got past him, and the guy just kind of collapsed. So when he collapsed, instead of just going through him, Randy dove through him. And I don't think that he could have stopped his momentum. And then you also got to think, as soon as the kicker saw him coming, I guarantee you the kicker was like, I know the kicker was like, I know he tried to kind of pull it into it a little bit more. But hey, can I ask y'all a question? Am I tripping? Or am I the only person that saw Kamara get his helmet smacked and did not go into the concussion protocol? Am I the only person that caught that? I know my boy Sin City caught it because we talked about it for an hour last night. Am I the only one that caught that? Kamara got smacked. As soon as he got smacked, a Saints representative in the black shirt was right on his hip. Like, I want to see that. Because they made a big old stink out of Dak Prescott using the seesaw. Obviously, he didn't use the seesaw, but Kamara got smacked. And he did not. They didn't even put him back in the next play, but he did not go into protocol either. And I want to see what the NFL does about that and see if I was the only person that saw that. I want to see if I was the only person that caught that. How many of my scouts caught that? It was like right around there, because he got smacked on the sideline. And guess what? Nothing. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all know I watch film like a mother effer, so I'm gonna be all 22 in that. And as soon as I find that clip, I'm blowing it up. I'm making it go viral. Because if that would have been Cowboys, they would have been all over it. Fonzo said he did use the salt. Fonzo, Scout Fonzarelli, you saying Kamara did use the salt, or are you saying Dak? I know Dak used it. Or are you saying Kamara used it? David said he saw that. He did use it after the trainer went right up. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Good. I knew I was not tripping. Like, I knew I was not tripping. I'm like, yo, did you see him? I'm up here looking like, yo, did y'all see him? Like, Kamara was smacked, yo. Like, he was he was visibly out. Nothing. If that would have been the Cowboys, man, it would have been all over TV. Jerry Jones would be getting a call right now talking about how much money they about to take from him. Right now. Oh, I'm on my hat straight. There we go. Like, right now, Jerry Jones, it would be a huge scandal. Dallas Cowboy wins, but Ezekiel Elliott should not have even been playing because he should have been in concussion protocol. Yeah, right, man. Well, come on, man. Dakota says, Dakota's saying, I really think he needed to be in it. Yeah, he did use the salt. Thank you. So where's that at? You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken, when Dak went into there, when Dak got hit and had to use the salt, he went into the tank. He went under it. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, what happened with that? Hey, if you can get me a clip of that, please, y'all, please inbox that to me. And I will give you all shout outs for that. Please, if you have footage of that, inbox that to me. Because I'm about to blow that up. Because I need to know. I need to know. Because my thing is this. Out of all the calls that the referees missed, that was the most important. You want to know why? Because that had to do with player safety. I don't give a damn if you're on the Cowboys. You didn't do your job to protect an NFL asset. Those referees need to be adjusted because of that. Fonzarelli says, Scout, he actually stumbled when he got up and the trainer grabbed him. I knew it. I knew it. That's what I was telling me and my boy Phil last night. I was like, yo, am I tripping, bro? Or literally, he stumbled and then the trainer just yemmed him up. And he didn't take him to the tent. So I'm thinking wow. Like they really doing whatever they got to do to get this dub. Verpy says on YouTube says you was not crazy. He was out of it. That's what I thought. Lachey says he was wobbly. That's what I thought. D Money said he's gonna look for it. I appreciate you. Hey, I got a beanie for whoever can send me that clip first. I got a beanie for who can ever send me that clip first. I got a beanie for you. That beanie, you can't have that one because that's OG. That's Bishop's beanie. But I got another beanie for you. If you can send me that, whoever can give me that clip first. I got a beanie for you. Send me to my inbox. I got you. Let's start some. Hey. You don't pay for another 10 days. I got 2 days to spare. I can do whatever I want to do for 2 days. Hey, I just want to thank you guys, man, for coming on here, man, and supporting your team. Hey, thank you for riding with your team all week. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Your team appreciate it. If nobody else was going to tell you this, West Coast want to let you know. Thank you for riding with your team all week. They needed it. You was there for them, and they came through for you. Salute to you, man. Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. Please, please, please do me a favor. One, go over to that YouTube, type in Dallas Cowboys Scouting, hit that subscribe button. Also, remember, if you are a scout simply means that you are a serious Cowboy fan out to uncover truth. That's who won. One of my scouts won the autograph helmet. We'll be doing one of those again. So, if you want to be a scout, all you got to do is hit the Shop Now button on Dallas Cowboys Scouting. It'll take you straight to the Patreon page and pick the tier that is best fit and suited for your Dallas Cowboy life. Hey, man, you guys already know what it is, man. I'm going to ask y'all to do me a favor before I get up out of here. Please put my slogan in the comment boxes. You already know what it is, baby. You already know what it is, man. My wife's going to be so proud this morning. I was not petty one time, I don't think. Never look down because the stars are up. Peace. Hey, man, before I get out of here, we are the Dallas Cowboys. We are officially the bad boys of the NFL. You may not like us. You may not love us. But we don't care. And if you talk too much smack, we'll bust you in the mouth, we'll hold you down, and we'll choke you out. And you'll only score 10 points. That's not a threat. That's a promise. Hey, you already know what it is. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.